One of the purposes of the BBC is in sustaining citizenship and civil society, and part of the way that the BBC does that is providing an impartial news service. And the age group of 11 to 14 didn't have a service particularly aimed at it. So the point of School Report really is to engage those young people with the news by getting them to actually make the news themselves for real. The point about School Report really is the technology is something that enables them to make the news in different ways, but it can be anything from a stills camera, to a phone, to a really nice TV studio in their school, to a radio studio, to really simple pen and paper and whatever. So it's about the journalism. The only requirement really to do School Report is that they have to be able to make some news and put it onto a school website or a sort of bona fide education website of one form or another. And that's it.
Hello, I'm Atlanta reporting from Bridge Learning Campus in Bristol.
Hello and welcome to the BBC News School Report.
Welcome to the national section of Genocley City Academy's BBC School News.
Right, now let's cross to another school.
We're from Bath Rugby Education Centre.
And we're here at the England Rugby Training Camp in Surrey.
I'm Billy, I'm from Greasement High and I'm here with my fellow pupils.
Welcome to Fairfield High!
I suppose the way we set it up really was recruiting schools from various places, setting up the website, working out what resources we'd need to provide for teachers, what sort of support we would need to provide for teachers. And then piloting. I think as a project we were big believers in trying something. So Helen, the project editor, she sort of found a school local to her and thought, I know, we'll go to them, we'll get them to make some news, we'll see what it looks like, we'll get that, show it to people at the BBC, and then they'll say, yeah, oh, I see. So once you've got a product to show people, a broadcast, a production, then you can show it to people and it gives that idea of what young people will look like if they make the news. So that was how it was set up, and it went from one school to 4 schools and then built it up from there really. So the first news day would have been March 2007 with about 120 schools. The news day in 2010, we had 719 schools across the whole of the UK taking part. And that was a real spread of schools, of different types of schools, and great to involve so many people in it. So all of those are involved in it, and all of those are involved in using it in terms of education.
BBC News School Report.
We've got various pieces of research that have been done about the project to show what benefits can be there for students. And I think the one, I suppose, that sticks out more than anything is authentic learning. So it's a real experience where they really make the news for a real audience and a real deadline, and that really excites the young people. The core team behind School Report's actually quite small, and also throughout the year it changes. So when we build up to the news day, we involve journalists from across BBC News and we have mentors going into schools. But over the summer when it's quieter, there may only be sort of 4 or 5 of us working on it. As far as the schools are concerned, again, what we do really with the projects is we turn the schools into broadcasters for the day. So how they do it is really up to them. So it could be 10 pupils involved in a school or 200 pupils involved in a school. On the website we have a series of lessons, and if they choose to do those lessons they could do it as part of English or as part of ICT or as part of a particular thing, or they could collapse a day and do the lessons in a day. Or it could be something that they do as an after-school club or a lunchtime thing, or it's whatever they want to do.
The 3 C's of news. You've got clear, concise and correct.
We brief the teachers and we give them a sense of the journalism skills that are involved, and also we provide the support throughout, either by phone or them coming along to training sessions to give them help as well. I think the hardest thing with lots of projects probably is communication. So it's getting the right messages out to the right people at the right time. So it's just keeping in touch with all of those teachers and supporting them and giving them the support that they need, which is very doable and really satisfying. But communication is always hard. Everything from emails bouncing back to just trying to get hold of busy teachers.
Making the news is hard work, but it's also a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It was a really good experience and it was something that was quite new and different, so I really enjoyed that.
It's kind of fun because we get to work as a team and it's a nice experience.
The students worked really, really well together and they were really supporting each other.
I think that my advice is pilot, give it a go, try it, and you very quickly work out what does and doesn't work. Even the process of doing it teaches you.
We spoke to our farm manager, Mr. Riley, and asked him how the weather has affected the farm.
This is Camilla Anavani reporting for BBC News School Report.
Now, over the weekend, it should be quite nice, but just in case, I'm not going out unprepared.
That was the news from Bridge Learning Campus in Bristol.